Get up in here. Let's go. Sunday afternoon. Get up in this room. God's gang.
I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna.
Uh-oh. Yo. I didn't mean to turn the music off for y'all. We're gonna start it back at the beginning. We're gonna start it back at the beginning. Get up in here. Sunday technical difficulties. I must have needed to hear that again. God's
I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher. Still maintaining. The world's still changing. Still a light in the dark. With the mind of a shaman.
Oh yeah.
Niggas still hating. Still finding loopholes in the matrix. Still grinding for greatness. Still praying that we all gon' make it. Blessings on blessings from lessons on lessons. With patience, we all can go get it. And all this hating and all this division, my nigga, we all could be winning. See through the past, the present, the future, I feel it through my intuition. Yeah, answers is with me fulfilling the mission, I feel it through my composition. Yeah, they're talking, I'm paying attention. Every instance, you know that I'm listening. On the lines, I'm seeing the vision. In the karmic, the spiritual stitches. In my heart, I just set the attention. In the dark of my life, be the witness. Often guided by spiritual wisdom. I just work with the gifts I was given. Yeah. We all been blessed with these gifts. Divine gifts. The same use them to profit off our people's power. And even with all their riches, they still ain't free. Those empires, they're falling. Me, I gotta walk in the light. I wanna walk in the light.
How you doing,
I
Alex?
wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher. I wanna walk in the light. I wanna get higher. Fulfill my desires. I wanna inspire. Cause I've been through the fire. And I'm weak and I'm tired. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher.
Yeah, let's go. We going where? Higher. Well, how higher? No, let's go, let's go. Get up in here. Get up in here, y'all. This is the Police Saint Sunday afternoon motor mouth chat. And I hope y'all ready for it because I'm ready to talk my life away. Yeah. Shout out to my homie J4. That is Walking the Light. If you don't know, it's dropping 2025. Let's go, y'all. How y'all doing? I hope everybody doing good. How you doing, Alex? Get up in here. I'm glad you're in here. I need you to be here. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. So today, for those of you who don't know who I am before I get to running my mouth, okay, I am the Poet Saint, and hold on. I am the Poet Saint. I'm a motivational motor mouth and published author and a life coach who coaches those who are seeking self mastery through their personal natal chart. That's what I do. That's who I am. And well, that's what I do. It's not really who I am. I'm a lot of things. Too many to be sitting here telling y'all. But I am a lot of things. So today, what we talking about today? What we talking about? I make these videos to help inspire somebody somewhere to get through the dark time in your life. Cause it be dark around this place. It be dark sometimes. It be dark sometimes, and we be needing to remember that we are light, right? So my number one saying is most things are secondary to unnecessary. Yep. That's right. That's right. Secondary to unnecessary. So I only focus on what's necessary. Okay, everything else is secondary to unnecessary. So that means I basically don't give a damn. Listen, oh man, let me tell y'all something before I get into today's talk. No, this week I had the most enjoyable experience. I'm working with a client, and she's an older lady. She's like, 60 something years old. Get up in here. How you doing, honey love? And so those type of people, I call them the Daltonians, right? They can typically sometimes be a little stuck. But this lady is fire. Like when I say fire, she fire. And so the other day, she was breaking down my chart to me. Hood style. What's good style? What could be understood style? Oh man, I was loving it. I was loving it. Number one, to hear how she had grasped the concept of what I have been sharing with her. And number two, how she was able to put it. And she put it in the way I wouldn't even put it in. But she was so accurate. It was so accurate. I was just like, yeah, I like this. Let's go. All right. So we're in a new beginning, right? That's what this video is about, a new beginning. And so I wanted to talk to you guys today about and give you some tips on how to close out the old cycle and get yourself ready for the new stuff, right? Because it can be a little rough. It can be a little rough closing out a cycle. We can be holding on to some old habits and things. Matter of fact, one of my spiritual advisors today hit me in the gut. When I say punch me in the gut, it was like a boom. Like, okay, you're right. That's all I can say. You're right. And I know better, and I should be doing better, but I didn't because I did what I was used to doing. Yeah, don't do what you used to do. Don't do it. Okay. And so that can be hard sometimes to break the habits of what we are used to doing. And that's why it can be a little complicated closing out cycles. But don't worry, because we ain't flunking. We only passing around here because we're going higher. We're going to take ourselves to the next level in our experience, whatever that is for you individually, be that in your work relationships, your familiar relationships, your relationships with yourself, your relationship with God, your relationship with your money, whatever it is for you, let's go higher, okay? And so whatever cycle you just closed out, that looked different for a lot of people. Some people, it was relationships. Some people, it was finances. Some people, it was their relationship with themselves, their self-esteem. Some people, it was their relationship with God. So all of us have just came from a, whoa! It was dark. It was dark. And the cycle is ended. Thank you, God. Let's thank God. Let's always thank God together. Yeah. I'm the police saint, y'all. If y'all don't know who I am, get up in here. Make sure that you share the video. Tell a friend about the video. And somebody else, somebody struggling with some darkness, somebody coming up out of some shit. They going through some new shit. Somebody that, what I'm saying? Karma might be knocking on their door. Let's go. So number one, what we gonna do, right? Some of the things we're gonna do. I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper for this one, because this is a good one. I'm gonna be on point because I actually took my notes and everything. I've been good in my meditating and everything, and putting all of my Piscean, Mercury thoughts together so that y'all can understand them. Hood style, what's good style, what could be understood style. Yeah, that's a hard job for me, y'all. Y'all need to know that's a hard job for me. It look like that most people don't do nothing, but I'm gonna tell y'all this stuff be hard for me, okay? Because it be hard trying to translate what I'm getting into human language. It be hurting. Sometimes y'all pray for me. Let's go higher though. Let's go higher because, okay, we got Pluto is stationed in Aquarius, okay, for the next 19, 20 years. Yay! For all of those that have been putting in the work, doing it. Yay! let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. And what does that mean? I'm going to let you guys go check that out from somebody else, or you could book a consultation with me, and I'll explain to you what it means. But I'm not about to do that right here today. We're talking about getting ready for the new beginning, letting go of the old cycle, right? So, what some practical things we can do? I got about 10 or 15 tips wrote down here for y'all. So we're gonna go through them, okay? All right, because I'll be when I y'all know when I write it down, boy, it be good, it be good, y'all. It be good, it be good, it be good. Okay, so number one, what you want to do is reflect and recognize the lessons that you have learned, right? So you want to take a look back over the last like 14 years, 8 to 14 years for some people, and look at some of the things that you have learned there. Okay, what are some of the recurring patterns that you saw in yourself? What are some of the lessons that you learned? Some of the challenges, what type of relationships presented to you in a way that were not necessarily beneficial, which a lot of us call karmically, right? It was some kind of lesson. Now, karma don't always mean good, and it don't always mean bad. It's just karma. Yeah. Come on, karma. She on her way, because we also just had Saturn. Yeah, Saturn just went in Pisces. Whoa! It's gonna be some spiritual justice. Yeah. Let's go. So, look at your relationships. How those things. What did they present to you? What lessons did you learn? What ways did you grow? What challenges were you facing in relationships over the last 8 to 14 years? Okay. Now, when you look at this, okay, take a moment to honor yourself and appreciate how much you have grown. Okay, so let's say you was in a bad relationship, and boy, that thing took you down and through there. You done lost weight, gained weight, hair fell out, your eyebrows motherfucker went crazy, your eyes went cocked. You know what I'm saying? You lost your appetite and everything. Couldn't think straight. You couldn't keep your mom and the responsibilities in order and everything. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? What did you learn? What challenge was there, and what did you learn? Okay, take note of that and then honor yourself for it. Okay, let's say that you was dragged and pushed and pulled until you had to change your career. Like what did you learn in your previous career, and what skills are you going to take forward with you in your new ones? Okay, like what is you taking with you? I hope you're only taking the good shit with you now. Don't be taking the bullshit. Don't be taking the bullshit. Okay, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so what ways have you become wiser as a result of what you have experienced? Okay, that's what we want to focus on. What did I learn, and in what ways did I mentally grow, spiritually grow, emotionally, financially? What ways did I become a greater version of myself? Take note of those things, and then guess what? Celebrate. Okay, have a good time. Yeah, because you guys are awesome. I mean, awesome. Okay, so next you're going to practice forgiveness. Okay, this is where you're gonna get to employ forgiveness here, okay? Because there are some things that happened in your last cycle. Remember, it didn't feel good. It wasn't all. It was not good. It was dark. It was dark. It was dark. Okay, and that's okay. It wasn't just you. It was the whole wide world. It wasn't an individual thing. Okay, it wasn't individual. So I know you feel like you all alone. I just nobody know what I'm going through. Ain't nobody been through this shit but me. Yes, we all have, just in different ways, in different spaces. It's all the same though. Let's go. So we forgive. We're gonna forgive first and foremost. Okay, it's easy for us to forgive other people. So I always tell you to start with forgiving yourself. Yeah. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for staying in those relationships too long. Forgive yourself for staying at that job too long. Forgive yourself for accepting your family's bullshit too long. Forgive yourself for taking less than you deserve for too long. Just forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself and affirm for you. Listen, I just had to go through that. I had to go through that so that I could love you better. Yeah. I had to go through those things so that I could love me better. And if you say that to yourself and you embrace that, this is about to get real jazzy, y'all. This is going to get real jazzy. I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is how the saint keeps smiling, okay? I'm telling y'all what I be doing. This is the God's honest truth. So help me, God. Yep. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so long as this thing gets twisting, turning, or spinning. Okay, then you're going to forgive others. You're going to forgive others because once you forgive yourself, it becomes easier to see the human and imperfection and accept it in others, okay? Because see, you was imperfect too. That's why you was in the relationship. That's why you was at that job. That's why you was hanging around with people that was under your caliber. That's why you was taking less than you deserved, because you was not being good to you. You was not being the greatest version of you to you. And so therefore, after you forgive you, go on and forgive everybody else too. That's right. Forgive. Yeah. Now, don't forget the lessons, because you got some lessons in there. So don't forget those lessons. Don't get forgiven and get stupid like, oh, I forgave them so they can come back around. No. Because if they didn't consider you, okay, if they didn't appreciate you, if they didn't value you, if they didn't respect you, if they didn't give you what you was giving to them, you gonna have to let them go, but you gonna love them and you gonna forgive them, but you gonna let it go. Yeah. Let's go. Now, why? Because the step number 3 is release the past. Release it. Why am I saying I can't release my past? Because it's part of me. I can't forget that stuff. I can't let that stuff go, because if I forget, then I might have to forgive again. Yeah. I know. I get it. I've been there. I've done that. All of it. Okay. I'm telling y'all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, God. But let me tell you, you're going to have to forgive and release. Okay. Release the past. That means, well, what about my baby daddy that I've been loving ever since I was 6 years old? You got to release the past. What about my favorite girlfriend that, she get the best toppy top? You got to release the past. What about my one friend, they give me money every time? You got to release the past. What about this old place that I used to go to? It's this club. I've been release the past. Okay, you have to release some shit to go into some new shit. Okay, so when you look back over the lessons, okay, and you do the forgiving, it is very obvious to you what you need to release. Because see, if you had to go through the process of forgiving, it might not be worthy of your new beginning. Okay, I hope y'all heard what I said. I hope y'all understand what I said. I'm gonna drink some water because Okay, so then how you gonna do this? How I'm gonna release it? Because I be having a hard time letting go of shit. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm gonna tell you how to release some shit. All that stuff you had to forgive. The stuff because you taking note, okay? Yeah, so all the stuff, you got one paper, you're going to have 2 pieces of paper. One representing the good stuff, okay? This is the stuff that felt good, it empowered me, made me feel bigger, made me feel better, made me feel at peace, made me feel loved, made me feel valued. That stuff go on one paper, but all the stuff that didn't feel good, that you're going to have to forgive, that go on a different paper, okay? You're going to write it down. Write it down like we write out what we manifesting. Write this shit down, okay? So once you see, you're going to have a list, okay? You're going to release it, okay? Because you're going to take that thing. Y'all know I like being out in nature. Yeah, I love it. I love them trees out there. Boy, I love the woods. I love hiking. They're my friends, okay? Because, see, they never turned on me. They ain't never told none of my secrets. They ain't never brought nothing back up that I brought to them. That's why I take everything to them and burn it. Burn it. Yeah. I burn it. That's my superpower. Burning shit. I take it and burn it. Okay. So, but keep up. Okay. So that's what you're gonna do to release it. You're gonna declutter, okay? Declutter. Let go of the things that remind you of that. Okay. Let's say you got that old work badge that you just keep around because well, I looked good in it, and this was my first badge when I started 14 years ago. Get that motherfucker out your house. Okay, get it the fuck out your house. Okay, that old love letter that you wrote to your ex that did you wrong and fucked your sister, get it out your house. Okay, that old bed that you've been making love to your old mother situationships over the last 8 to 14 years that then had like 20 bodies on it, get it out your house. Get it out your house. Okay, get it out your house. Oh, let's go. Okay, it's some old behaviors and habits that you have. You know, me is giving love to people that I might think that they deserve it, but they're not willing to receive it because they're not at a capacity to receive it. But I still want to give it because I'm just so loving. Okay, I got Pisces and Venus. I just want to love everybody, and I'm going to love you because you need love. I see you need love. Okay, but I'm going to give you love, 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 love. Stop. Okay, love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Okay, so beliefs that held you in the old cycle. Okay, let's talk about that. Beliefs that well, I gotta stay down with these people because they've been around for so long, and this my sister, my brother, my cousin, my auntie, my lover, my sister, my friend, and so I gotta keep them around. But if they made that list and you had to forgive them, and that means that they wasn't valuing you, they didn't respect you, they didn't consider you, they didn't have integrity when dealing with you, they were not fair, they were not loving, they were not kind, they were not y'all get what I'm saying? Okay, if it made it on that list, okay, it might not need to be going with you in the new cycle. Yeah. Because see, those things were all part of that cycle. And that cycle represented karma. Some of us had karmic debt we had to pay off. Things we don't even know about, okay? The molesters in our family, in our bloodline, from the beginning of time, okay? The ones that turned on God and misused their powers, and the ones that, decided to be thieves and liars and killers and drug dealers, and the things that we did too, we had to pay that shit off. Okay, we had to pay that shit off. So some of our disobedience, and some of our, I'm gonna do what I want to do. We had to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that was there. And some of us came through tests. So some of us came through. I personally came out of exile. I'm coming out of exile. Let me share from my personal experience because y'all listening to me. I came out of exile. I was in exile. Oh my goodness, I was in exile. Oh yes, I was. Ooh. And I'm so happy to be coming out of exile. I promise, God, I promise I will not cast my pearls amongst swine. I will not entertain those who are not seekers of God. I will not sit around with people who I know been talking about me. I will not make space and hold time for people who are not, okay, considering me, loving me, and appreciating me. No, because that was in the old cycle. So in the new cycle, I get to only be the best version of me around people who can receive and reciprocate the best version of me because they didn't work to be the best versions of themselves too. That's right. This new cycle is some different shit. And this new cycle comes with a lot of responsibilities. And so we don't want to show up in the new cycle with the bullshit from the old cycle because guess what? We can't afford that. Because we're going what? Higher. We're going higher. All right, so now after we declutter, we get some of, rid of some stuff. I got to get this stuff out of here. Old feelings, pick up your feelings, dust them out, whatever. You get rid of everything that you no longer need. It got to go. Okay, it got to go. You need to be light. If you have not watched my video, The Bye Bye Train, now will be a good time to watch it. It'll be a good time to watch that video. I might even pin it in the comments because that one right there this is a good time for that one because it's time to get up on this ride, y'all. Get up on this ride. So now next, what do you do? After you done decluttered and everything, you have to embrace your shadow work. Get into your shadow work and understand, look into any unresolved issues, okay, that you may have that may be lingering, okay, any attachments to old behaviors or old relationships or old lifestyles or old, y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, make sure that you are looking at those things. That self-sabotaging, okay, the playing it small, minimizing yourself and everything, the doubting in yourself and everything. Y'all know what I'm saying. Those of you been disobedient to your intuition and all of that good stuff, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna start to look into that and look at how those wounds, okay, in your shadow created your last cycle. Okay, let me say that again. Look at how the wounds of your experience, okay, and your pain that you have shadowed, because we put everything in the shadow. We don't like, feel good. We don't want to. It ain't there. Okay, now we gonna pull it out. Okay, we're gonna pull it out. And this might take some time, and you might need some alone time to do this. Okay, but this is fine because this is you getting ready. You making sure that you ready for the next 20 years. Okay. That's it. That's all. You just making sure that you're ready for the next 20 years because you want it to be fire. What? Fire. Yeah. You want to walk around like God is good. Because if you ain't doing that in the next 20 years, ooh, wee. Okay, well, here we go. Um, so for myself, the shadow work is really important because I have like Sagittarius in my 12th house, right? Yeah. So people who have 8th house placements and 12th house placements, this is a very important time. If you don't know what that means, go ahead and book a consultation with me on my website and I will make it plain for you. You can get it for free, for real, in like a 15-minute consultation. If you just go ahead and go over to my website and it's politsent.com. Okay, so anyway, this is a transformational time. So you have to start to looking at what is transforming. How did you heal wounds, okay, that were highlighted to you? Did you take the time to do the shadow work? If you didn't, get busy now. Get busy now. But I hope if y'all been watching me and y'all been listening to me, that y'all actually been applying what I'm saying to y'all. So y'all been doing these things actively over the last few years. And so here we are today. Yes! Let's go! Let's go. Okay. So, what we're gonna do? We're going to do some more writing, but this writing is going to go into our journals, okay? And this is where we're going to uncover, okay, what it is that we have interpersonally worked on. What have we discovered about ourselves, and what ways have we liberated ourselves? What things were binding us? What chains, cycles, and curses have we broken? And then we're going to celebrate ourselves. Okay, take a moment to celebrate yourself here. Celebrate yourself. Do what? Celebrate yourself. Okay, make sure you celebrate you. Okay. Yeah. Now, in here, you're also going to take a moment to check out like any things that you might have went over. You know what I'm saying? Things that you might have glazed over that you wasn't really all that serious about, or you might have, sidestepped because it didn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? You want to take it, you know what I'm saying? You want to look at any fears that you have that may be rooted in, because this is a new beginning, and new beginnings are fearful. Why are we afraid? Because we ain't ever been here before. Okay, we ain't been here before. We've been there. We've been there. We did that, we did it, but we ain't been here. And so we don't know what that is. And so oftentimes that can be very frightening. Okay. And that is fair. And that is okay. Okay. But how do you get through it? Is by you own it. You look at it, you identify it, and you become one with it. And you say, guess what? I fucking earned it. I got here because I earned it. And so I'm going to keep going what? Higher and higher and higher. Because I can. Yeah. And so after that, you're going to set some clear intentions, okay? Because you celebrated yourself, you see, and now you cleared out the clutter and everything. Now you set intentions, okay? Do not set intentions still holding on to some old shit. Do not set intentions still trying to carry along your bestie who still ain't even listening to nothing you talking about, but you want to take them along because you've been with them since you was like 2. This ain't that. You got to make sure you're clearing it out and then set the intentions. Now, what are you setting intentions on? You want to set intentions on what do you want this next 25 years to look like? And Here's a tip. Okay, Pluto and Aquarius. I hope that what you're setting intentions for serves humanity, something greater than yourself. Because if not, I'm not sure just how far you're gonna go with it. Okay, this time is about unity, community, togetherness, cohesion, cooperation, expansion, building, growth for a future. Okay, that is for our children and their children's children and all of that, like all of humanity. Okay, and so pretty much, if you're setting intentions, what do those intentions mean for you? Okay, and set them clearly because that's what you're going to be consciously and subconsciously working towards for the next 25 years. Mm, you're committed. I asked on Facebook if you have a 20-year sentence of reaping all that you have sown over the last 8 to 14 years, what does that look like for you? Think about that. All right, here we go. Focus on the quality of your relationships. Okay, the people around you, do they fit where you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Are they progressive? Are they supportive? Are they reciprocal? Do they love you? Do they honor you? Do they consider you? Do they respect you? Do they represent who you are? Okay. If that is so, then give grace and be happy. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Also, give focus to what opportunities you are looking to build. Okay, because remember we did away with our self sabotage, and so at this point, start looking at from a limitless perspective. Because remember, at this point, you have everything that supports you. The people around you will support you because those are the only people you let in around you, right? God is definitely going to support you because you are giving in to your highest self, which is God's will. If you are giving yourself the time, care, and attention required, you're going to get support yourself. So look at those things and be grateful for those and see what kind of opportunities you are looking to present for yourself. So let's say you've been out of work for a while and you're like, oh my God, I need, to switch up my career. Well, what does that look like for you? How are you going to market yourself? How are you going to gain clients? How are you going to have you redone your resume? Have you updated your personal files and things like that that now represent you here? Or are you still filling out an application like you did when what I'm saying, as a first employee? Yeah, let's go. um, straight, you're gonna at this point, it's also gonna be very important here. Ooh, this the heavy one. Get ready for this one. To strengthen your relationship with God, whatever your spiritual practices are, religious practices, whatever you want to call it, you want to make sure that in this time that you are giving into that fully because that is where you're going to get the guidance to be in right behavior over this next 20 years so that you can receive what? Right rewards. Yeah. You want right rewards, you got to be in right behavior. That means you got to be on assignment. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're gonna pray, meditate. If you don't know how to meditate or pray, I suggest that you start to surround yourself with people who can help you with that, who are not looking to okay, let me be clear on this because when it comes to spirituality, okay, one of the things that will help you from avoiding the pitfall of what I am going to tell you is definitely out here, spiritual predators, is that you recognize that spirituality is not a profitable thing. Okay, there is no profit in spirituality. So when a person is looking to profit off of you spiritually, that is a red flag and you should be avoiding that. Okay, find people who have no benefit in you except for they are being their greatest self and they want you to be your greatest self too. That means that they're not going to get a dollar off of you because here's the thing, when a person is getting money off of you, as long as they can create chaos, then it's going to present a cash flow for them. Okay, So if I can confuse you or keep you twisted and tied up and round and round and round on the monkey loop, and you're going down one rabbit hole and the next rabbit hole and the next rabbit hole and the next rabbit hole, that is not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is go directly to God. Okay, go to God. I go to God for everything. At this point in my life, I'm going to God for everything. I mean, I don't care what it is. Okay, I had to learn. Woo, woo. I had to learn. Woo. But just go back to God. Okay, that what is God? Your higher self. Okay, your higher self is gonna lead you to God. Okay, God is gonna lead you to your higher self. So just go be alone and just ask. Okay, it might sound like you're talking to yourself. That's fine. Talk to yourself. But listen, what is it? What do I need? And then be open to receive that. Okay, but don't go out here trying to seek someone in the physical form to lead you to God. No, don't do that. So, um, if you do the work and you're going to God, you will be led. Okay, and there will be people who will come around you who will lead you from a pure space, a pure heart, and they will help you. God does not put us here alone. But don't feel like you have to go out and seek it. Oh, well, they said it this and it sound like don't stay away from that. That's tripped a lot of people up in that cycle. Don't do that. All right, now celebrate, 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 celebrate. Why are you celebrating? You're celebrating because you have closed out a cycle. That thing is over. Yes, thank you. It was hard work, right? Yes, but we don't want to stay so trapped in that hard work or what was there that we cannot be grateful for what is right here or what shall be presented to us. So you want to be grateful for what you have learned. You want to be grateful for how you have grown. You want to be grateful for how you are now showing up versus how you showed up before. You want to be grateful and gracious to yourself for having more self love, more self compassion, more self respect, more self awareness, more self um, discipline, and all of that stuff, right? So be grateful to yourself. Okay, we oftentimes look for other people to celebrate us, but here's the thing: when we are going on our spiritual journey, other people are not necessarily having or seeing the effects of that. Okay, they may, most of them gonna think you're crazy, okay, or you trained up, you know what I'm saying? Because people liked you where you were, and so you have to be open to loving yourself, appreciating yourself, be grateful for yourself, be grateful to yourself. You know, I have had to learn to tell myself, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like, cause there's so many, oh my God, the temptation. Somebody sent me a gift, and on the gift, it says James 1:12. And that verse is so, whew, okay, because the temptations be real. However, I have committed myself to going higher. And so as you commit yourself to going higher, there are going to be challenges. There's going to be things, but you also have to be grateful for the good parts. You have to be grateful for where your strength was found. You have to be grateful for where you have developed compassion. You have to be grateful for the things that you've been able to forgive. You have to be grateful for even the experiences that did not feel good to you. So let's go. All right. Um, Also, welcome in the new phase. How do you do that? Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for whatever you see ahead of you. You're gonna be grateful for that too. Okay, because remember, once your intentions are set and you're not already aligned to it, it's coming. Okay, so this part of it is us being prepared for it. So we're preparing for what we've prayed for. So in order to receive that, okay, you have to make sure that you are grateful. So you're gonna stay open to timing, open to God's timing, open to whatever, because right here is new. You don't know how it's gonna come out. You don't know about this new job that you start, and you don't know about this new business that you're starting. You don't know about this new relationship you're starting. You don't know about these new friends that you have. You don't know, but you can feel in the moment if they feel right. And if you have been in right behavior, meaning you've been a good person, you've been a nice, kind soul, and doing your great work and going through hell to get out of hell, then guess what? It's going to be rewarded. And so you don't, in this season, In this cycle, there's not the need to be all defensive and aggressive. That thing is gone. Okay, so just pray your way through and be grateful, right? So, um, here, in order to stay in the new, okay, that's gonna be important. Stay in the new. Over the next few weeks, y'all want to train yourselves on how to stay in the moment, the right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, where everything is A-O motherfucking K. Okay, there's no problem that you have right here, right now. Ask yourself, right here, right now, what problem do I have? You're always gonna come with nothing. Okay, it's no problem right here, right now. However, when we think in the past, or we start to think too far in the future, because we leave in the past, right? Leaving it, leaving it in the past. So the future, okay, we don't want to think too far into the future, because remember, the only thing we can put into the future are things that we have already experienced, which is our what we left. Yeah. So staying in the moment, bring yourself back to the moment every time you feel yourself being anxious. Every time you feel yourself getting nervous, every time you feel yourself trying to plan out the plan that ain't your plan, every time you feel yourself trying to be in control, every time you feel yourself trying to, dictate or orchestrate, the plan, you want to release. Just release. Just be all right. Just be grateful, be happy, be kind. Let's let it go. Okay? Because what goes around, that's my t-shirt for today, matter of fact. I don't know if y'all can see it. What goes around comes around, okay? And what's coming around is what you have put out. And so that's why you don't have to worry. Okay, if you've been a faithful steward to God's orders and instructions, don't worry, you're going to wind up where you're supposed to be. If you have been a good person to other people just because you're a kind person, not because, I'm trying to get something out of them and all of that, then, that type of thing. Make sure you understand where you are. And this is why I talked a lot in the last cycle about self-awareness, healing yourself, being aware, because it was getting ready for the new cycle. Yeah. Stay in the right now. You said that absolutely correct. Right here, right now. And right here, right now, you ain't been before. You don't know what's coming tomorrow because you ain't been there. So don't try to believe it, think it, work it out, draw it out, scope it out. Who gonna say what and who gonna act like what, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna. No, you're not. You're just gonna be right here, right now, grateful because I made it to right here, right now. Some of us have made it through a very dark period. I have worked with some people who have been in a very, very dark time that, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. That darkness is broken. Okay? And so now that you are in the light, it is important that you understand here you have not been before. This don't look like, this don't feel like, this ain't responded like before. So you can only be right here in the right now. And by being in the right here, right now, you are going to be doing the ultimate thing in keeping yourself open to receive the guidance, receive the opportunities, receive the relationships, receive the connections, receive what is necessary for you to be the greatest. The greatest version of yourself, okay? So, what is the greatest version of you? Your soul purpose. What did your soul come here for? Because that's what we surrendering to, our soul. Not our mind, because we done already went through that. It left us fucked up. Okay, because what I was thinking in my mind wasn't working. Okay, what I was thinking in my old relationships, they wasn't working. My old habits, they wasn't serving me. My old behaviors, they didn't turn out too well either. None of it was good to me. It just kept turning out to be dark shit. Dark shit. So let's go. Focus on the alignment, which is your placement of your north node in your birth chart. Okay, your north node. What is your north node? What is that thing for you? Fuck everybody else. What they doing? How they doing it? How they get there? What's your north node? That's what you need to be finding. Okay. In this time, right now, That's what's being commanded of every person who is a seeker of light, of truth, of liberation, to go higher, to ascend, to go back home, to get their angel wings, to get the hell up out of here, to do whatever you call it. That's what's needed. That's what's absolutely needed. So find that. Find out what it means. How does that look in your life? How do you embrace that, walk into it, and be it in your greatest expression? Because it is the greatest expression of you. So, surround yourself with support. Surround yourself with people who support you. I always tell my clients when we start, find you 5 people that you can be around naked. That, I mean, you'll be all right coming out of the shower dripping wet, and you ain't got no towel, but you'll be all right with them. You won't be worried about them sticking it in somewhere you don't want it. You won't be worried about them touching things that you don't want them touching. You won't be worried about them judging things that you don't want people judging about you. You won't be worried about them looking and lusting over you and seeing you as a piece of meat. You won't be worried about that, okay? So find those 5 people. If you are coming out of the darkness, find you 5 people, 5 of them, okay? And they are going to be few and far in between, and they will not be who you thinking they are. I can guarantee you. That's why you got to stay open. Okay, make sure you stay open. Stay in the moment. Allow your spirit to take control of this journey, because right now we are all going higher. Even if people who sleep and don't even know they're going higher, I'm telling you they're going higher, and if not, they on fire. Okay, because karma is about to burn some motherfuckers. Because Pluto, Saturn and Pisces. Ooh. Hello, karma. Yeah. Hello. Okay, so now make sure that you are being true to yourself, real with yourself, honest with yourself. Who are you? What do you represent? What is your greatest purpose on life, on this planet Earth, and how do you get that out of your life? If you've been working with me and you've been following me for all these years and you've been applying what I'm saying, welcome. Welcome to getting up in here, because it's a beautiful place. And I love it every day here. I love it. And as I go higher and higher, it's just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I earned this. Okay. I earned this. I earned this. I fucking earned this. Yes, it was hard work, okay? You're worth it and you're worthy. Don't give up on you. And right now, don't give up on those who are dependent on you. Because remember, it's our children, our grandchildren, their grandchildren, and the people behind us. It's all of humanity that will be here even when we're gone. I love y'all, and I hope that y'all can handle this type of responsibility, because listen, God need us. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's us who do it. It's us. It's us. It's us. And I'm so grateful to be part of the us. So if you are listening to my voice, I appreciate you. I love you. Thanks for getting up in here, listening to me, supporting me. Thanks for all of the new subscribers. Thanks to all of you who comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. It's absolutely free to you, which is why I do these videos free too. Yeah. That's called reciprocation. And with that being said, I hope that each and every last one of you watching this video today found some inspiration or a way to remember. The hard times are over. Because see, there is darkness, but there is also light. They both live simultaneously. And we have to go around the wheel in order for us to be karmically justified in our receiving. So when you are in a dark place, don't feel bad. We all are, or have been. There's light. Choose light, no matter what, because that will always get you higher. Yeah. Let me light up before I get out of here on y'all. Let me light up before I get out of here on y'all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to address it in the video. Somebody asked me, have I ever practiced dark magic? No, I have never practiced dark magic. I have, and you guys will hear me often spewing within the videos, thanking God for taking me the route that I have been taking. I have had dark experiences, yes. I have seen dark things, yes. I have been witness and privy to things that most people cannot imagine. And I have seen those things in both physical and in spiritual ways. I have the ability, remember, I have Neptune in my 12th house with Sagittarius. Yes, I see some stuff that people cannot see. I know some stuff that people do not know, but I have never personally participated in dark magic. I'm absolutely not allowed. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, y'all listening to a person, I am afraid of God. Okay, I'm afraid to turn on God. The things that I have seen, I am afraid. Okay, afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. I ain't scared of no ghost. I ain't scared of no person. I ain't scared of no gun. I ain't scared of no nothing. I'm scared of. I'm here to tell you, I'll do anything. Okay, I'll go anywhere by myself. But some stuff I won't do, and I highly suggest people not to do it. But some things that I learned early in life and lessons that I was taught, definitely gave me fair warning. I always get fair warning. Even in the last cycle, I had very fair warning of a lot of the things that I experienced, and I just have always been a person that is open. Okay, I'm never that person that, oh, you can't tell me. No, you can tell me. No, I'm listening, because what did you say happened to you, and how it happened, and what was going on, and what you seen. Cause I won't. I'm gonna listen. Okay, and I've seen some stuff. For the people, my friend asked me to share a story the other day. uh, I had an aunt who was a devout Christian, and she, was, really into her Bible, really into going to church and everything. But there came a time where she started saying that the Holy Spirit was having sex with her. Okay, and somebody was having sex with her, but it was not the Holy Spirit. I assure you, it was not the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit do a lot of things for us. It do not make us come. Okay, that ain't one of them. Nope, 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 nope. That ain't one of them. That is a physical pleasure. Okay, that is a physical thing. That ain't got nothing to do with our spirit. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't you don't fall for it. Those are called incubus and succubus. They are spiritual sex demons. Okay, and so I learned about this at a very young age. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw she was talking to me, telling me. I seen it. I watched the whole thing, and I was convinced, and yeah, I was convinced. But even then, though, at that young age, I still wasn't afraid of God. Okay, I didn't develop the fear of God until in the ending this last cycle. Okay, I developed the fear. Yeah, some things that I saw spiritually, physically, I am afraid. I don't want that smoke. I can't handle it. I just want to go home. I just want to pass the test and go home. I'm just gonna do my work. I'm just be good around here. That's it. Go. I don't want. I don't want. You can learn a lot from watching other people's circumstances. Okay, never be so right or so knowing that you're not open to. And that's what this new cycle is. You have to relinquish and surrender the need to be right or know what's going to happen, because we don't know. Okay, I personally have been living in a cycle during my whole exile. I don't know nothing. Like, people be like, "Well, where you gonna get money from?" I don't know. Well, how you gonna eat? I don't know. How you gonna get there? I don't know. How you? I don't know. It just happens. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I did not know, and I definitely don't know right now. And I'm gonna tell you, most of you do not know, and that's because we cannot think like God. When we decide that we are going to surrender to the will of God in our lives, we don't know. We simplistically follow. So whatever you're led to do in the day, do that. Do it with the greatest of intentions. When you don't know what to do in a day, make sure that you start the day asking God to lead you and guide you that day to do what He wants you to do for the will of the kingdom, and make sure that you are doing whatever come to you to do. So when you say that, and then you get the call to go hang out with your auntie that you can't stand because she ugly, and she just you might need to go on over there. Might be something you need to give or something you need to get. Okay, I have, and most of the times things that God send me to do are not pleasurable. They're not enjoyable. Like, I'm not having a good time all the time. Okay, some of the times I'm being straight attacked and challenged, and definitely, which is why I tell y'all. And if y'all been watching me, laugh. Laughter is a weapon. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, you can laugh the devil right up out of your face. Just laugh. Some things just need to be laughed at. Okay, some stuff that present itself to you, just start laughing. Because that, I'm here to tell you, will help you through a lot. If you start thinking, okay, which is most of what we don't think. I want to think my way. I learned a few cycles ago that rationale was an evil spirit. And I thank God for that, because it stopped all of that trying to make sense of everything. Well, why you want me to do this? Why I don't want to do that? I mean, and it been a couple times, even in this last little cycle, that I was like, well, I don't want to do that, and I had to do it anyway. So I hope that you guys recognize that healing is not about perfection, it's about progression. So as you're progressing through, even when you don't have good days, be grateful to yourself for being committed to yourself. Be grateful that you're aware that it wasn't a good day. Be grateful that you understand that your response wasn't the highest response. Be grateful that you understand that the behavior wasn't your right behavior. And that because that gives you an opportunity to correct it, meaning that you will progress. I love y'all. Make sure that you share this video to somebody that you love somewhere that's doing good, that's doing not so good. It doesn't really matter. I got some winter lips. I'm supposed to be putting something in my belly button. That's a whole other story. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you, yeah. If you experience winter lips, like put some moisturizer in your belly button, and that will help with that. Okay, so there you go. Yeah. I didn't do it. I took my shower right. I was like, wait a minute, my lips. But I got Mars. I got Mars going on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about that later. I got Mars square my first house, so yeah, I'm just ashy sometimes. I love y'all. Make sure that you loving yourself, and go out tomorrow. Make sure that you loving on somebody that's difficult to love, especially if that somebody is you. And in this moment, make sure that for the next, we're gonna focus for the next, 30 days, next 30 days, on being grateful and being in the moment, right here in the moment. Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about it in 2 hours. Just right now in the moment, and be grateful there. I love y'all. Peace and wellness to you.